What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about TAR's AI today, TAI. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, all right? It's the 5th of May today. Here we are with 7 hours and 54 minutes left in the day. 11.3 cents is the price right now. Looking like you're kind of rolling over, right? It's almost like it's starting to look not good, in my opinion. This definitely is making me assume that we will see prices below 10 cents still, right? That's what we're waiting for. It's very possible that we go to 7 cents, you guys. This is not a good looking. It went from good, really good look, really good look to why aren't you doing good? Why aren't you, if you're looking so good? Why are you what's the holdup? Why aren't we going higher? Rejected the overbought zone. Found support at the 50. Typically, whenever you find resistance at the overbought zone, you do look to find support at the 50, the 40, or the oversold zone. And most of the time, you actually do find support, like substantial support or lasting support, I should say, at the 40 or lower, not normally out the 50. Here, you're finding support out the 50. It didn't last too long, and now you're going lower. I definitely do believe we're going to break out of this little uptrend here, this little consolidation within the consolidation of the RSI, right? We're gonna break out of this to the downside probably today or tomorrow, today and tomorrow, and the next day, who knows, and go down to the 40 or lower. And a move like that, you guys, will likely take this thing to some kind of standard retracement based off of this low to this high here. From a low to a high, my expectation would be at a minimum, we're at 11.2 cents now, at a minimum we'd go down to 10 cents again, but I think we're going to go below there, man. We're going to go below this low. We likely go all the way down to prices at around 9 cents, if not even below 8 cents is very possible. Right now, I'm having a hard time determining whether we go below this low or not. I think we do hold this low. I think we do give up this low. So anything and everything in between is fair game. You know what I mean? Hard to say. It's very possible that we do go below this low. We could see prices lower than that. I mean, if we take a high here or a low there, I'm sorry, a low there to a high here, if we were to pull back all the way down to the 382 and find support before we leap right up to this new relative highs, that wouldn't be too crazy at all. And that would take us all the way down to 7.33 cents. So whether it's 9.6 cents, 7.3 cents, I definitely believe we're going below this low. I definitely do believe we could go below this low, but if we do, it'd be barely. I don't believe we go below this low. Some kind of weird, I don't know what to call this right here. It's almost like it's a triangle almost. I don't know what to call it though. Maybe it is a triangle, and you broke out of it bearishly. It's a weird triangle. That much I can say. I think it was a bull flag that had a breakout that just didn't sustain, and now we're coming back down, and we're gonna try again later. You know what I mean? We're probably gonna move down lower, but let's look at the 1 hour time frame, see if we can confirm the idea that we are moving down. We'll zoom out from there. Okay, 1 hour RSI looks bearish, bad. Looks like it wants to go down. Yeah, finding resistance here, gasping for air above the 50, but residing below the 50. Getting oversold, not getting overbought. Bearish, definitely bearish. Looking like you want to go down in the price as well. Lower, we'll see you down there. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I would expect that TARS goes below 10 cents. I'm going to buy some if it does, if and when it does. If it goes below 8 cents, I'm just going to sell everything and buy TARS. That's it, man. I'm just going to go all in on TARS because I think it's got a lot. Does TARS do staking? I don't think they do, but let's see. Does TARS AI, not IA, AI, TAI do staking? I'm all about the staking these days. Finally got on board, although it sets you up with some bets. Let's see. Flexible periods, 30 days, 6 months. Yeah, APY. Nice with the APY, right? Minimum stake, 3,000. Well, that's not hard to get 3,000 TARS, right? That's not $3,000, just 3,000 TARS. I mean, at 11 cents, 3,000, what? That's like $30, $300. Maybe I'm doing that wrong. It might be like $300. That's nothing. GPU staking. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Anyways, yeah, I definitely do believe that TAI is going to go lower. Yeah, looking at the 4 hour time frame here, rejecting the overbought zone again. Up here, looks like you're gasping for air. You're getting a bigger gasp of air above the 50 here, but still just a gasp of air, taking a breath here before you do go lower. I was trying to think of another word besides just saying gasp of air, but I'm saying that again, I guess. Overall, you have lower lows, lower highs, and I think you're on your way to forming another lower low that, like most downtrends, ends in the oversold zone. You're probably going to get to the oversold zone before you start moving up higher. So one more push down How low does it go is the question. I don't know, but to help refine the answer, I do assume to know that it will be below this low, and I do assume to know that it'll be above this low. And if you go below this low, it's probably not even going to be too far below that low. So let's just say I assume that TARS, when you move down, you will move down to something between this area here. Okay? It really could be just below this level, and then you find support. It really could be just above this level, and then you find support. You never know. Or right at these lines. You never know. But I would expect you to go below here and above here, something like that. So let's take a fib here from a low to a high and see what our extensions say. Right? Because I think you are about to get oversold. When you get oversold too, let's just look at the RSI real quick. Right? Imagine you're coming from your overbought zone and you're working your way down to your oversold zone. Here you got oversold. Was that the bottom when you got oversold? No. Right? We're in equivalence right now where we are with this move, low or high to low, correct, and then down again. It's the same thing as like this move here where we're at the high to low, correct, and then we're down again, right? We are right now, we're like right here. In this move, relative to this move, we're like right here. That doesn't mean that we have all this way to drop, but we do have more to drop is all I'm trying to say. You get oversold here, that's not at the end. It's just very near the end of this move. You still have lower to go. So we're going to get oversold probably either by the end of today, if not sometime tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. That would imply then that we have a bearish weekend ahead of us, right? So probably over the next 3 to 5 days, we will be moving down, finding our low. How low can we go in that time? I would think something, the most sense to be made out of this extension from a low to a high would be something between 9.38 cents to 8.5 cents. With a sweet spot for the bears, for anybody looking to snag some, right there at 7.7 to 7.9. I doubt we go below there. So our range is being even more refined, okay? We're going from being below 10 cents to now I think that we can say that we will officially be below 9.4 cents probably. And then going as low as 7.3 cents, I think we can move that up to saying as low. So we probably do hold this low. That's good. So we will hold this low as support, and we will likely break that low here today or tomorrow. Yeah. But this is the zone. This is the target zone. So anything, this is the target zone in itself, anything and everything in between. Right, the least likely outcome in this whole zone, I guess, would be that we find support somewhere at 8.3 cents to 8.08 cents, but that's not really relevant, right? Something in this area here, I would say most likely between 8.3 and 9.4 cents is where we're going to go. But there is that chance that we could go a little bit lower. A lot of cryptos have been finding significance on their 1886200 area lately. Let's see if you have, TARS. Let's see if you have. I don't see anything that would resemble that. We could take a first pivot here, maybe low to high, all the way down to the money zone there. That's the sweet spot, but not the 1886200. What about this one? Right there, boom, boom. Yeah, maybe, man. Maybe you do hit that sweet spot. That sweet spot again is right there at basically between 8.1 cents. Let me get the fibs back on there. Sorry, 7.9 cents to 7.7 cents. Maybe we do go below 8 cents. All I know is if TARS goes below 8 cents, I'm probably not going to buy there. Hits 8.5 cents or it gets below 9 cents, I'm just going to go heavy into this thing. Ooh. I don't really know if I have anything else that I want to say, guys. Lower prices are expected. Daily RSI demand's lower. 4-hour demand's lower. Looks like you're rolling over here. Anytime you see a rolling over kind of in price like this, like a rolling over, you do expect that the drop not only happens, but that it happens fast. So I don't expect this to be a multi-week endeavor down to this area here, right? Like this took, if we're talking about from this price, this same price here, all the way down to what is it, 8 cents? We're thinking we're probably going to go just below 8 cents. So what, like right here, right? That took you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess actually I would expect something exactly like this to happen. I thought it was going to be slower. It was going to take more time. But yeah, something with a fast drop. We're going to get a fast drop and likely find support over the coming days, maybe over the weekend, if not early next week. And then next week we'll begin to recover. I think next week will be a time to consider breaking above this line. If not next week, then the week after. But we're going to still consolidate and then look to break out whenever we do move up higher. The reason why I'm bullish on TARS and the reason why I want to buy more of it is that from a high here, the all-time high, to the low that we just formed, which I think is also the all-time low. No, not technically. but we can count it as the all-time low. Very, very significant fib nonetheless. The expectation here from the current price would be that at a minimum you get a 10x move, right? At a minimum. But if you go down to the prices that I think you're going to go down to, which is probably just below 9 cents there, right? 8 cents, 9 cents, somewhere in that area, maybe just below 8 cents. That 10x move turns into a 12, almost 13x move. And I mean, man, you really do have potential, TARS, to from the current price, let alone from lower prices, to see something on the lines of a 29x. I don't know if we go all the way up to $3.30. I don't know if we go up there. I think that we'll probably find resistance around $2, if not just below $2. But it's very possible that we could go all the way up to $3.29. At the end of the day, that's what we're holding out for. On a weekly time frame, this consolidation looks very bullish. On a daily time frame, in a shorter 4-hour and 1 hour, it looks like we have some bearish stuff to go. So weekly's bullish. That implies that we're not going to see a crazy down move. Daily and 4-hour and 1 hour are bearish, which implies a little bit lower to go, yeah. I got nothing else. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye.